I remained huddled inside my tent, shaking uncontrollably as dawn succumbed to morning sun and the sounds of death stilled. Zulat had commanded me to stay hidden no matter what I heard. And don't you dare look through the flaps. She'd said it right before marching into the chaos. Would those be the last words I'd hear her speak? Who had attacked us, and why? I reached for the palm-sized clay goddess beneath my lamb's wool headrest and clenched it in white-knuckled fear. The sickening sound of fist hitting flesh came just before the victim fell hard, jostling my tent flap open enough to see. Zulat! I lunged to cradle her battered face. A stick drew aside one flap of my shelter, revealing a muscular man wearing a braided red headscarf and a patch over one eye. I skittered backward. The tent collapsed on me, and as I fought to free myself, uproarious merriment turned my fear to fury. Finally pushing the offending tent aside, I found myself surrounded by a circle of marauders, well over 100 men. The man with the eye patch, presumably their leader, was now seated on a foldable wood and canvas stool. Zulat sat in the dust at his feet, her hands and feet bound. Her face was bruised and swollen, and they'd placed a gag in her mouth. "What have you done?" I scurried toward my maid. "She's just an old woman." The chieftain kicked dust in my face, blinding me for the moment.
"And you're not merely a peasant."
He spoke in perfect Aramaic, the language of trade. Zulat whimpered, and I looked up through stinging eyes to see our captor yank her head back and speak through gritted teeth.
"You lied to me, old woman. I knew a peasant girl and an old woman wouldn't travel with 50 soldiers.
He shoved her away. I tried to catch her since she couldn't break her fall, but before my arms could capture her, I was propped on my knees in front of the despicable leader. I tried to bite the rough hands that held me, but my neck was suddenly surrounded by huge arms that cut off all breath. I kicked and flailed, scratching at immovable flesh. More laughing stoked my fury, but I felt life seeping out of me.
"Release her!"
I heard a voice from the edge of consciousness. On my side now, I blinked away the darkness. I tried to rise on hands and knees, but fell on my side. When I opened my eyes, I was looking at the blank face of a dead man, a Geshurite soldier. Trying to scoot away, I became too dizzy and fell again, tripping over another dead Geshurite. More raucous laughter came. I lifted my head, squinting, and realized our whole escort was lying in the dust. Dead. All of them.